What's up, guys? It's Stein back with another video, and today I have a question for you. What is your screen time? What is your daily use to use on your phone? There are good ways you can use your phone. There are bad ways you can use your phone. Most people use their screen time on an unproductive way. Most people use their phone for social media purposes. Most people use their phone for just scrolling on things that don't actually contribute to their life or matter to their life. They're just simply doing them just to do them, which serves no purpose. You want to do things to have purpose. You want to do things to have meaning, to have a mission, and you don't want to just do things just to do things. So if you look at your screen time, you can simply check this. It's so easy. If you go on your iPhone, most people watching this have an iPhone. If you have an iPhone, you go to settings and you go to screen time, and you can see how much time you're spending on your phone each day, and then it'll tell you what apps you're spending the most time on. And you can simply tell, like if you look at the top three, I would say pay most attention to your top three, because those are going to be the ones you're most of your day with. Is, I like to split up the day between 3-hour quadrants. You sleep 8 hours, you work 8 hours, you have 8 hours left. I just kind of like to split it up into three in the thirds there, even though you don't really count your sleep. But anyways, going on with that, if you look at your top three most used apps on your iPhone, you have to look at them and say, okay, are these benefiting me? Are these apps benefiting my time, or are these apps just terrible for my time? Or am I getting nothing out of these apps? Or should I stop using them? Like, what do I need to do? How can I improve? How can I not use these apps that's going to just take my time away out of every single day? And what apps do I need to install that are actually going to be beneficial to me? Maybe it's not. Maybe it's no apps at all that you need to have on your phone. Like, some people need no apps at all. Like, the thing with social media is like, if you're going to be on social media, you need to be producing more than you're consuming, because if you do this, it's going to have a better ROI for you. If you're just consuming content, then it's not really that beneficial for you, because you're just kind of like, you're taking it in and you're doing nothing with it, instead of doing something. Like, action and doing is what yields the most results. Action and doing is what yields the most results out of life. Is actually doing something with your life. Like, how to actually, like, take your life, look at your life and say, I want something different here. I want to do something different. I want to achieve results. I want to actually accomplish something. Unlike simply scrolling on social media, consuming everyone else's content, because this is what everyone does. Everyone does this. Everyone pulls out their phone and just scrolls on social media all day. That's all they do, is they'll scroll on social media and they'll look at other people's content, and they get nothing out of it. In my mind, you have to get something out of the content that you're consuming, if you consume it all. Like, if ideally you want to be producing like literally 100% of the time, but like, you want to be, if you're going to be consuming, it must be something that's actually going to benefit your life, something that's going to actually improve your life. So if you look at your screen time, do something that's actually going to yield to ROI in your life. And instead of just, most people just follow just random people, or just like, every person on YouTube that I'm subscribed to, or every person like on social media that I'm following, that serves a purpose. Like, this is why I go away from Snapchat, because it's just so useless of an app. Snapchat is just the most useless app ever. There's nothing that you'll get out of Snapchat. Like, at least with Instagram, you can post content that's actually going to make somebody like better. Like, okay, this is what you need to do. If you ever heard of the dopamine detox, about like literally taking a break from everything that's including dopamine. And guess what's dopamine? Scrolling on social media, going on your phone. That's a huge, huge dopamine hit that you get by simply scrolling and getting pleasure out of that. And to be honest, I hate it. Like, I absolutely hate it. Like, and this is why I've said this before, my life has significantly improved when I've deleted social media. Because like if you go back to screen time, what this video is about, if you look at your screen time, the top 3 apps are most likely going to be Instagram, Snapchat, Twitter, TikTok, all these social media things. They're just so, because we'll sit there and scroll on them all day. You get nothing out of that. You get nothing out of it. You need to be producing in life. Life is about production, producing. You are a creator. You are meant to create. You are meant to do things with your life. You're not meant to sit there on your ass scrolling through your phone and looking at what other people are doing with their lives. Like, because most of the time you don't really care. You're just doing it to pass the time. And you don't want to do that. You don't want to just pass the time. Every moment of your life, you need to be doing something that's actually productive, that's doing something. You need to be busy. I'm going to do this, then I'm going to do this, then I'm going to do this. Like, you want to be busy all the time. Busy doing this, okay, next. Busy doing this. You don't want to be simply bored and then you pull out your phone, scroll on social media. What do you know? You have 7 hours of your day on Instagram out of the 24 hours that you just wasted your whole life. And I'm saying this because I've done this before. Like, we're all guilty of this. Like, I've done this. Like, it's a terrible feeling. It's a feeling I don't want to have because, time is finite. Time is going to end. We're all going to die. I will never get that time back. And I was literally sitting there with Casey Zander talks about this. Like, if you look at your phone, let's say you hold it in your hand, and you look down, if there was no phone there, you'd literally be like looking at your hand. That's how crazy that is. Like, people just don't live their lives anymore because there's so much phones and technology and screen time that's just consuming everyone on a daily basis. This is why it's such a difficult. You need to still have human interaction. Like, that's what it's all about. And technology has taken us away from human interaction. You can still use your phone, but you cannot take away the human interaction. You cannot replace robots with human beings. You just cannot do it. We need human beings. I just got an email from Andy Frisella about this, by the way, about how, like, running a business and, like, it's more effective with human beings than it will be with robots because they're actually human. They're real people. They're not fake. Online, it's fake. It's literally fake. And it's funny how I say that because I'm literally posting this online. But, like, YouTube is an exception. Literally, I feel like YouTube is an exception. It's an exception to Instagram, to Snapchat, to, like, because I watch YouTube. I watch YouTube a lot, but I watch videos that are going to provide me value out of life. I do not watch simply prank videos or entertainment or whatever. Same thing on Instagram where people just post pictures of themselves that just doesn't mean anything. Like, I'm going to post something, it's going to provide value for somebody else. I'm not just going to post something just to post it and then consume it just for no reason at all. This is why people I'm subscribed to on YouTube, like, I have a purpose and I have a reason for subscribing to all of them because I truly believe in the people that I'm subscribed to. I don't just subscribe to some random ass person. Same thing with, talk about social media on Instagram or Snapchat. Like, those apps, like, I still have them, like, I have an account, but I don't keep them on my phone. I only keep YouTube on my phone. I don't keep those apps on my phone because what I've noticed is I'll just click on it and I'll just start scrolling, or I'll just check out people's stories and just waste my life away. There's so many better things that you can be doing with your time and your life than looking at somebody else's Instagram story or looking at somebody else's Snapchat story. There's so much better things you can be doing out of life. Whenever I catch myself doing it, I completely delete the app. Like I said, you don't have to completely eliminate social media. It doesn't have to be a thing that you never do again. I feel like it's something that you have to go on and off. You have to you go on it for a while, and then you go off it for a while. Then you go back on it for a while, then you go off it for a while. Because our lives have been just so ingrained of having social media now on 2022 that, like, it's something that everyone has social media. Everyone does this on a day-to-day basis, but it's just sometimes we get too much of it. Not sometimes, a lot of the times we get too much of it. And our brains, like, literally our brains are not meant to just sit there and watch a screen for hours on end. Like, this is why I don't understand people like video game guys who will sit there and play video games all day, sit on a chair and go like this, and they're like be Twitch streaming all day, and like I could never do that. You know, you need to move your body. Talk about exercise and working out. You need to be moving your body. You need to be learning new information, reading books, meditating. Like, I talk about the important stuff out of life and not sitting on your phone, scrolling through whatever you're doing on your phone. Look at your screen time. See if it's actually productive in your life. If it's not productive, you need to cut it out. You need to delete the app. Literally, if you see the top 3 apps and you don't like it, delete the app immediately. And do something better with your time. Like, there's so many better things you can be doing with your time. Like, I mean, look, we got Google, we got YouTube, and you need to be like researching, learning just every single day, just going at it, trying to figure out, you know, new perks of life here. Like, what can I do? What do I need to do better? What am I sucking at? What am I doing really good at? You need to be assessing these things on a day-to-day basis so you know where you can improve and you know where you suck at. Like, this is important. Look at your top apps on your phone, on your screen time. See if they're productive, see if they're not, and assess the situation. What do you need to do to not waste your life? Because that's the main premise of this channel, is not wasting your life, living to the best of your ability and not just taking your life away and then whoops, I'm 70 years old. You know, that's what I want to live you guys, is to the highest potential possible. So that's the video for today. Like the video, comment, subscribe, turn your post notifications on, and we will see you in the next video.